My name is Diane Brewer, and I am going to be guiding you along. And if you have any questions during this webinar, please just actually write them in the comments section to the side of your screen on the right-hand side. Press the plus button, and then a little pop-up screen will appear where you can write any questions, and we will go over those after each section. So first, let's start with cleansers. So one of the first ones is our chamomile cleansing lotion. This one, when you look at your essentials protocols, is our pre-cleanse. So in just about all of our facials, chamomile cleansing lotion is a pre-cleanser. We use it on all skin types. When used alone, or if you're actually retailing this product, you wouldn't have oily skin do this every day. Okay, you would use for normal to dry and sensitive skin. However, for our purposes as a pre-cleanser, we do use it on every particular skin type. This was great for removing makeup, even eye makeup, mascara, and dirt at the beginning of the facial process. It also removes SPF, which makes your Woods lamp skin analysis much more effective so you can actually see. It doesn't strip the oils, so under the Woods lamp, your oily areas will still be that pink or that orange color under the Woods lamp. When using something that is more cleansing, something that strips the oil, sometimes it will take that away so you don't get a really great picture of what the skin looks like as far as how much sebum or oil that it's producing. So this is a great prerequisite to Woods lamp analysis. So some of the key ingredients, let's go over. Chamomile, naturally derived from the flower, cold process, has regenerating properties, very soothing. I'm sure you all have had chamomile tea, supposed to relax the mind. It is a soothing quality, does the same thing with the skin. Then we have an oil that is derived from olives, and this is as close to human sebum or oil that we have on the market right now. So the skin will actually accept things much more readily if they are extremely close to our own biology. So what that means is a lot of products can actually mimic what the cells in the body look like and react and act. So this particular one is great at being extremely close biologically to what our body produces. Then we have vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. Antioxidants are amazing. And the reason why, what color do we want to use? Let's use pink. That sounds good. The reason why is because it fights free radicals. So if you know what an antioxidant is, okay, you know that it stabilizes free radicals. But let's talk about what a free radical is. So we'll just use this circle right here, which I'm not good at drawing a circle, but you can go with me, okay? And then inside here we have our nucleus. This is an atom, so this is my proton. And then circling my protons are my electrons. Okay, protons are positive in nature. We're going back to like 7th grade science here. Electrons are negative. Okay, so one positive, one negative equals stable. Okay, however, if now we have 2 protons, 2 electrons, still 2 and 2, still stable. But let's add another proton on there. So now we have 3 and we have 2. So that means that I have a positive molecule. So if it's positive or negative, that means it's unstable. Okay, so what happens is this goes to our skin and will try to steal an electron to stabilize itself. When it does that, it degrades our protein molecules. That's why sun damage is so impacting as far as aging process. 90% of wrinkles come from the sun. Okay, so what antioxidants do is it creates a barrier. So here's my barrier here. And it actually gives another electron to this free radical. So now it's stable, not trying to attack our skin, and our skin stays in a non-compromised state. So of course when these free radicals attack, it compromises the skin. So vitamin E is a great antioxidant used in a lot of hair care properties, because that is keratin as well, and in skincare products. Okay, so that's what antioxidants do. They're these free radical fighters. They're our army against environmental damage. Then we have vitamin A. Studies have shown that vitamin A increases elasticity and normalizes dry, parched skin. So vitamin A, great anti-aging ingredient. And then we have aloe, which has been known for its anesthetic and antibacterial and tissue restorative properties. It's extracted and filtered to provide excellent hydrating, softening, and soothing qualities. So chamomile cleansing lotion, really pre-cleanse, great, helps with our woods lamp, has a lot of amazing ingredients in it as well. It does not have any sulfates in it. It does not lather, so it is a truly sulfate-free cleanser. So if anything lathers, it has a form of sulfate or a sister ingredient, as I call it, that causes that lathering, which can be as detrimental and sometimes even more detrimental than the original sodium lauryl or sodium laureth sulfates. Alright, so let's move on. So now we've got our Lemu facial cleanser, great for normal and dry and sensitive skin, used a lot after laser treatments or chemical peels, and we can also market it to our guys as a shaving gel. This has algae. Algae is derived from seaweed. It's a natural mineralizing agent that can condition dehydrated and premature age skin by stabilizing moisture. So algae has a ton of vitamins and minerals in it and is a great ingredient used in skincare. Aloe, we talked about before, has a lot of soothing qualities. Sucrose cocoate, a Japanese patent sugar ester made from a mixture of sucrose and coconut derivatives. It's excellent cleansing ingredient incorporated to eliminate surfactant soaps that may be sensitizing to delicate skin types. So this is a more organic, natural type of surfactant. Okay, a surfactant, what a surfactant is it has a hydrolypic, which means water-loving head, and a lipophilic tail, which means oil-loving. So those combine. A lot of times this is used in products just to blend oil and water combos, but it's also used in the cleansing of a lot of cleanser products. Shampoos, it's used in dish soap, laundry detergent, all that stuff. Okay, so this is a surfactant molecule. So obviously, if this is our skin, it's going to pull water, and it's also going to pull oil. So it's going to pull both of those into this surfactant molecule. So when you cleanse the skin, not only are you getting dirt and debris and oil, but you're also pulling out some water. So that's why making sure that the surfactants are actually really, really gentle. So having less of this surfactant, or a gentle surfactant, is going to help, especially after these particular types of treatments that can take a toll on the skin and needs a little TLC. So that is our Lemu facial cleanser. Now we have the Barrage Leaf Foaming Cleanser. This is great for normal to oily skin types. The reason that is good for oily skin types is, one, it's gentle and it doesn't strip the oil. We produce oil for a reason. When you strip all the oil off of the skin, the body becomes extremely reactive, because oil is a protection from outside elements. Your skin is protection from internal organs. So when you take one of its first levels of protection away, obviously it is going to produce more oil at a more rapid rate and cause those ugly comedones, papules, pustules, follicular congestion, and occlusions. So when we're talking Barrage Leaf Foaming Cleanser, It helps balance the oil instead of strip it. So some of these ingredients, it has mild surfactants. Okay, so it's not going to pull all the water out like that surfactant, that hydrophilic head. Okay, that water loving and that lipophilic tail, that oil loving. So these are much more milder, so it doesn't pull as much water out. Aloe, which we talked about, and then borage extract cools and soothes the skin. So of course acne is an inflammatory disorder, okay, and so this is going to help alleviate some of that. Willow bark extract, which is a organic form of salicylic acid. It is an effective beta-hydroxy acid for removing dead skin cells. It is lipophilic, which means that it is attracted to oils. So it is going to react a little better in oily areas. Chamomile extract, which we talked about, and then sodium PCA, which is a humectant, which means that it attracts and retains moisture. So this is great for all skin types, because just because someone has oily skin doesn't mean they have hydrated skin. So that mild surfactant and that sodium PCA are going to, one, not strip all the oil and water out of the skin, but actually attract it and try to retain some of that moisture. So that's our borage. Then we have one of my favorites, which is the Oxygen Revitalizing Cleanser. Okay, it has a natural corn-derived surfactant, which has moisturizing properties, so it is not as hydrophilic, not as water-loving. Okay, so it's not going to strip the water from the skin, and is gentle even for delicate skin. Glycoproteins, known for its rejuvenating and revitalizing properties, it actually helps rebuild collagen, elastin fibers. Great anti-aging ingredient. Ginseng, we talked about. It actually helps with the metabolism, cellular metabolism, making the cells actually more effective. Okay, great ingredient as well. Japanese green tea extract. This extract helps reduce skin irritation and redness. Japanese green tea acts as an effective antioxidant. Here we go again, antioxidant, which is an amazing, amazing thing. Helps fight against free radicals. So this has a lot of amazing ingredients, the Oxygen Revitalizing Cleanser. It has a mild surfactant, so it does have a lathering effect. And it's great for your second cleanse. Then we have DermaCleanse Liquid Cleanser. This one is good for combination, but I say extremely oily. DermaCleanse, because of what it has in it, which let's look at it, is going to help remove excessive oil, environmental impurities, and makeup. So it's got horse chestnut, which is known to be an astringent. So when you see astringent, that means it's going to remove oils. It's got aloe, which soothes and hydrates the skin. Willow bark extract, which is organic salicylic acid, removes excessive dead skin cells to reveal new healthy skin cells. It has lemon bioflavonoids, which help balance, here's the key, balance oily skin. So we don't want to strip it all, but if you use this, on skin that doesn't have enough oils, you can actually strip the oils. Brightens and clarifies. This lemon right here, and I cannot draw a straight line to save my life. Sorry about that, guys. But it looks like the North Carolina. But anyways, lemon actually helps brighten and clarify the complexion. So if somebody has hyperpigmentation due to post-acne, this is a great ingredient for them because it does have a lightening effect to it. Rosemary extract, which is pleasant aromatic scent to refresh and condition the skin. Kola nut helps reduce irritation. And lactic acid promotes skin surface renewal by exfoliating dead skin cells. So this one has got an AHA and a BHA. Our AHA, or alpha hydroxy acid, is our lactic acid. It's large in molecular size, so it's a very superficial type exfoliation. So it won't go into the follicles very much at all. However, the willow bark extract, which is our beta-hydroxy acid, it is attracted to those oilier areas and helps get rid of some of that follicular occlusion, some of that congestion that you have going on. So I really recommend this one for extreme oily skins or acneic skins, not to use on normal skin at all. Okay, then we have the AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. This is great for combination to oily skin. Recommended to use as an exfoliator 2 to 3 times a week. On the back of the product, it does say you can use it on a daily basis, and I would say only use it on a daily basis if you have extremely oily skin. This is a white translucent lotion with light green scent of grapefruit oil. It has the alpha hydroxy, which is glycolic and lactic, and it has the beta hydroxy, which is salicylic. Now, lactic, again, very large in molecular structure, okay, so very superficial, where glycolic is a very small in molecular structure and can actually penetrate down in deep into the follicle and kind of clean that out for a really healthy cellular turnover. And then willow bark, our salicylic acid, is oil loving, so lipophilic, and it works best in oilier areas of the skin. So this is a great cleanser. Has jojoba beads, which are nice and round and not tearing, especially for larger pores. It will not pull or tear at those pores, so it doesn't abrade skin. This is a great cleanser to use. We use this in our deluxe. Smells really good. My clients love it. Then we have one that I use exclusively as an exfoliator. I don't really use this one as a cleanser as much as I do as an exfoliator. It has the enzymes of papaya. It's for any skin type, and it has polylactic exfoliating beads, which are environmentally friendly. So are jojoba. They do not make up a carbon footprint. This is a high-powered antioxidant. So here we go again. This is used in our antioxidant, anti-aging facial. Fruit blend combined with peptides. Peptides help build up our protein, help strengthen our protein. So somebody with a really thin epidermis, peptides are amazing. Provides a new way to quench the skin's need for free radical fighting power. So with antioxidants and the peptides, pretty amazing combo with these. And then our unique antioxidant blend: cocoa seed, grape seed, coffee, green tea, Magnastana peel extract, papaya fruit enzyme. Okay, so an enzyme is a little different than our acid. So an enzyme, I think of it kind of like Pac-Man. And I would make it Mrs. Pac-Man if I could draw a boat, but I cannot. So, and then here are our little cells. So, very superficial, stays on the stratum corneum, which is the top layer of the skin. Okay, and then here goes our Pac-Man. It just kind of eats away at those skin cells. Okay, very superficial, like I said, stays on the top layer. Okay, this is a natural one, very, very gentle, and helps reveal a fresh, youthful skin, helps give it that skin a glow. So this is really a great antioxidant peptide with an enzyme. So it's got a lot of stuff going for it as far as this particular product goes. All right. Now let's go to toners. Herbal Blend Astringent. Anytime you see astringent, we already know oil. It's going to help reduce oil. So it is going to dry up some of those oily places. It's got willow bark extract, which is organic salicylic acid. It's antiseptic, astringent, and anti-inflammatory. So that's why it's really good for oily and acneic skin. It's got another version of organic salicylic acid. And then it's got sage extract, which stabilizes oily skin. Coltsfoot extract, soothing, detoxifying, and astringent. And then horsetail extract, known for soothing and healing properties. So I typically only recommend this Herbal Blend Astringent. And anytime you see astringent, always know that it strips the oil. Toners used to be made to balance the pH, so they had a much lower pH in them to balance it from the high pH of the sodium lauryl sulfates and some of the harsher surfactants because they had a higher pH. So now toners have turned into delivering systems. So a astringent form of a toner is not a delivery as much as it is pulling. Okay, so astringent is going to pull some of the oil out. Okay, so majority of our toners we want, except in our acne clients, something that puts in. Okay, in our acne we need both. We need an astringent which pulls oil out, and then something that puts back in water and has soothing and healing properties. So this herbal blend astringent works remarkably well for that particular area. Then we have ginseng mineral toner. Chamomile and geranium, okay, is for soothing. Ginseng, we talked about, speeds up cellular metabolism. This is really great for any skin type. It's multifunction. It puts a lot of wonderful stuff into the skin. An ingredient that I absolutely love is this bee pollen extract here. It's a natural source of nutrition. Bee pollen has a ton of vitamins and minerals. It's a great healer of wounds and contains just so many vitamins that the skin actually needs. So this toner actually is going to apply a lot of great stuff into the skin. So it's a delivery agent, delivering the stuff. Then we have sodium PCA, which we talked about, to humectant. It attracts and retains moisture. Then hydrolyzed mucopolysaccharides, which is a form of sugar, but this one is present in living cells that bind water and mineral salts. So that is what helps it be a humectant, to trap water and maintain water levels in the skin. So this particular toner is an amazing toner for really any skin types, from acne to super dehydrated skin. Then we have the Vital Hydrant Toner. This one feels sort of like a gel. Okay, it's for all skin types. It has aloe, which we know is antibacterial and tissue restorative. Ginseng speeds up cellular metabolism. Green tea extract reduces skin irritation and redness. An effective antioxidant. Okay, so it helps get rid of and protect from those free radicals that are always trying to attack our skin and break it down and make us look old, which we definitely do not want. Glycoproteins, amazing anti-aging ingredient, known for its oxygenating, rejuvenating, and revitalizing property. And then, of course, vitamin A, amazing ingredient too, increases skin elasticity and normalizes dry, parched skin. So our Vital Hydrant Toner, amazing anti-aging for sure. Even though it's great for all skin types because it does nothing but deliver nutrients into the skin, really good for your antioxidant and for your anti-aging facials. So this concludes our cleansers and toners. So I'm going to see if you guys have any questions. If you do, type them now in your question bar, and I will answer as many of those as we can before we move on to the next part of this presentation. Okay, let's see. One of our questions says, what do you recommend, the Barrage or the DermaCleanse for combo to mid-oily? Okay, great question. So I recommend more of the Barrage, and the reason is because it's going to balance the oil. So there's not a super overabundance of oil, which is what is needed when you use the DermaCleanse cleanser. So we don't want to strip all the oil and cause a counter effect of more oil. So that's why I always stick with the Barrage. And if you need more later on, you can swap out the Barrage with the DermaCleanse or do an every other day kind of deal. Remember, everybody's skin type is extremely different. It is as different as fingerprints. So, when you are actually recommending products, you're really going to have to get a good grasp into their skin and really do a thorough skin analysis. Okay? All right. So I hope that answers your question. Another question is can I use one toner for everyone? You can. I don't necessarily recommend it because I like to customize for my clients. But you could use the Vital Hydrant Toner or the Ginseng Mineral Toner for everyone. Those two really are for all skin types. So the astringent, of course, only for oily skin. But the Vital Hydrant Toner I would probably use more so towards my anti-aging clients. And then the ginseng mineral toner is just an all-around great beneficial toner. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Do you use water with the chamomile cleansing lotion? No, you do not. Great question. You do not need to use water for the chamomile cleansing lotion. You apply straight. Okay. Another question is, how much cleanser should we be using? Okay, the amount of cleansers that, or the amount of the cleanser that you use, this is a very concentrated line, so I tell people to use a green pea size amount and then blend with water. Okay, and that is going to create more than enough to cleanse the neck and the face. If you're doing the décolleté, you might want to add a little bit more than that, but not a lot, because this is a professional, very concentrated product line. So you don't need too much, can be a bad thing. Okay, any other questions? All right, I don't see any popping up. So we will take a break at this point and we will continue our webinar and continue with our presentation.